Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. On with more stuff to make for my kids for Christmas. So, the next thing I'm going to make is homemade brownie mix. So, I cut out the little labels that they had, and so it says homemade brownie mix. And then on the other side it says add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3 eggs, and a cup of melted butter mixed together in a 9x13, 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. So, they have the directions. Everything will be in there. All they gotta do is mix it up. So, I'm gonna start out a little bit differently than I normally do. I'm gonna put the little teaspoon stuff in first so I can get them out of the way because there's a lot of different ingredients. So we're gonna do a teaspoon of baking soda first, or baking powder, I'm sorry. So we just need a teaspoon of that in every jar. And then I can move these along. Sorry guys. We need a teaspoon of salt. There's not a whole lot of room on my countertop. And I'm telling you, homemade brownies, homemade cake mix, whatever you happen to do, always tastes better homemade. Alright, so the next thing we need is a cup of flour in each jar. If I don't have enough, I'll open up another flour. I got my little oxygen absorbers in there too. So we want to make sure it's all the way down in there. And I got another one in there. I don't think the kids want to bite into those. I'm going to have to refill my flour for sure when I'm done though. Because I got quite a few more things to go. So you have to comment below, are you guys making things for your family for Christmas? Or do you just do all store-bought gifts? You'll have to let me know what you do. I just figured with the economy as bad as it's gotten this year, like I said, not that I don't think my kids can afford their groceries, because I know they can, but I just thought, you know, if you can take a little bit off of them, you know what I mean? That'd be great. So then we need a half a cup of packed brown sugar. You couldn't use light or dark, it doesn't matter. Now for those of you that haven't baked before, that's what packed means. You pack it right in there so that, I mean, don't shove it like so deep in there it's not even funny, but you know what I mean. But pack it in there. So we need a half a cup of that in each one. I got jars popping over there. I'm going to do a lot of work this weekend, but they're not going to all be released in one day because that's just too much. So that's when I learned how to schedule, and they'll be scheduled out. I'm hoping to get, well, I won't get it all done this weekend, but hopefully early next week. How's that? Alright. got that. Let me trade here with one of these other ones. Ta-da! Then I gotta take care of all these again. Alright, then we need a half a cup of sugar. I was gonna get my recipe holder out, but you know, it won't fit amongst all this stuff that I have out here. So we got a half a cup of sugar we need. These look pretty in the jar too. And who doesn't like brownies, right? I don't know anybody that doesn't like brownies, to be honest. My kids and grandkids all like it, so I guess that'll be the main thing, right? If they like it, that'll be all that matters. And then we need a cup of cocoa. Might have to order more cocoa. I thought I had another container full back there, but I don't. So we need a full cup of cocoa. That's where we get that good, delicious chocolate. Yeah, I thought I had another container this side's back there, but I don't. That's not good. Tom's out working on our screen door. It's not quite sealing as good as it should. And one more cup here. Alrighty. There's the cocoa. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is something that, oops, sorry. Most canners don't like to watch people do, so I'll be right back. Alright, so now the last thing we need is a cup of chocolate chips. Now you can do a half a cup of chips and a half a cup of nuts, whatever you want to do. But I don't think my grandkids want nuts on there, so I'm going to do all chocolate chips. And what I did off camera is I just tamped everything down. Because you'll have a lot of people go, you shouldn't do that with your cans. Which you shouldn't. But, well, I did. So, yeah. Definitely got to refill my chocolate chips. I buy them by that great big bag at Sam's. They used to be $10, and now I think they're like $15 or something. It's ridiculous. But I guess everything's gone up, so what are you gonna do, you know? And I may have some cookies coming up that, you know, you're gonna need chocolate chips for, so. I think I need to fill them. I think they need filled up. Now this year I'm going to do something different because I know where it's at now. So I'm going to take all these lids and put them on. And I am going to seal them. And these will last about a year whether you do this or not. So you don't have to worry about, you know, oh, I got to use it up in a month or so. You don't have to do that. And then it releases it. See, can't get it up off there. And then you put the lid on, here, ring on. So let me finish those up. So we got them all sealed, but I'm still going to put the rings on for if some reason it comes unsealed or whatever it happens to be. So we have 5 of them. So 1 for each kid, 1 for Courtney's mom, and 1 for us. And we took the time, we got my cake mixes that I did the other day, and we sealed those as well. I had one of these, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it accidentally got thrown out somehow or whatever, but I'm telling you, these are a great investment, because if you dry can a lot of stuff, you know, like you're dehydrated or freeze dried or anything like that, it really does help, and it'll last a lot longer if you can take all the air out of that jar. So here we go, homemade brownie mix for a Christmas gift with the thing with directions on the back. Pretty cool, huh? So we still got quite a few more to go, so let's see what's next.